Alright, let's take a look at an application of quadratic equations here. And uh, more specifically, in this case, the area of a triangle is one way that you can get an application of a quadratic equation. Just a disclaimer here, the class that I'm making this video for, even this video is for anyone, but we are only solving quadratic equations by factoring, so I won't go into how to solve the equation. I'll just give you the solution. You solve it in whatever way you've learned, using the quadratic formula or completing the square or something. But for my students, this particular equation factors. Alright, but first of all, let me remind you the area of a triangle. How do you calculate it? The area of a triangle is 1/2 times the base times the height. It's similar to the area of a rectangle, which is base times height, but it's half of a rectangle, so you have to multiply by half. Okay, so take account of that. And then the height of this particular triangle, if we were to draw a picture of this, let's draw some triangle here. It could be a right triangle, but I won't make that assumption. Let's change that color to match. So let's just say this triangle looks something like this. And the base of it is, or the height is 8 centimeters more than the base. So what we'd do is maybe call the base something like x, since we don't know what it is. So x is the base. You could even write that off to the side. X is the base. And then if x is the base, the height, which is like right here, the height would be 8 more than that, so it would be x plus 8. So x plus 8 is the height. It's a good idea to write these things out, because now you can see that x plus 8 will be the height in this formula, and x will be the base in the formula. Okay? So what we end up with is we have to now create an equation. So what we know is the area of the triangle is 24 square centimeters. So that would be 24. So we have 24, the area equals 1/2 times the base, which is times x, times the height, which is x plus 8. And in fact, let's go ahead and put parentheses around the x. They're not necessary, but now we can see that there are three things multiplied. Now we just have to solve this equation. So I'll get you started, but I won't go into the details of how to solve it. What I would do is multiply both sides by 2 first to get rid of this 1/2. Now notice that the 2 does not distribute on the right side. These three things are not added or subtracted. So when you distribute, you only distribute over pluses and minuses. The right side is all multiplication, right? It's 2 times 1/2 times x plus 8. So you simply multiply the 2 times 1/2, and when you do that, you get 1. So on the left side we have 48. On the right side we have 1 times x, which is x, times x plus 8. And now we try to get rid of our parentheses here, so we can see that this is a quadratic equation, right? Because x is squared. And once we see that, we can use any method we want. If you're going to factor, which you can, you would subtract the 48 and have 0 on one side and finish from there. You could use the quadratic formula, you could complete the square, etc. But regardless, solve it using whatever method, and you will get x equals positive 4 or x equals negative 12. But if you look back, x is the base of this triangle. There's no way this base is negative 12 centimeters. So the base has to be 4 centimeters, right? That's the only possibility. But we have to find the base and the height. Base and height. If the base is 4, and I know that my height is 8 more than that, then my height has to be 12 centimeters. So there we go. I want to point out something very important. This negative 12 and this positive 12 are not related, right? Look back one more time. Where did this positive 12 come from? It came from the fact that the height is 8 more than the base, which what happens to be 4. And that's how to apply a quadratic equation in reference to